Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of this video. I am playing Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First in Sorcery build. Last episode we finished off the Fume Knight and Eleum, and this episode we're going to go and begin with the Iron Passage. And then, depending on how fluently this is going to go, we're going to go and after this start the Ivory King DLC. Oh, I see how this works now. So I get more spells if I have more attunement. I just get extra spells added also. That's interesting. Never noticed that before. Alright, or at least that's the thing in this game. Could be like not a thing in Dark Souls 1. I have no idea. It's been too long since I did anything magical. Anything magical in there. Right, so in this area you can choose whether or not you want to deal with running through hordes of fireballs and troops and enemies and all that jazz, or you can just do this like I'm doing it right now, where you just run through this area. However, you will have to deal with mages casting TWAP, Tranquil Walk of Peace, which is a spell that lowers your speed. Makes it so that you do a fat roll, and also makes it so that you cannot run that fast. But it's very manageable, I feel, to get to this guy. And then, as you might have just noticed, Smelter Demon. A Smelter Demon with, you guessed it, a resistance to magic. I've also off camera decided to do some research regarding the bosses that I just fought to see which resistances they have. And yeah, they have, all of them have resistance to magic, basically. Eleum and the Fume Knight both had resistances to magic. Also, as you can see, I do the same amount of damage with this weapon as I did with my Moonlight Greatsword. So yeah, very resistant to magic. If I die to this boss, I will then equip some, I think, Gold Pine Resin to use against this guy. Look at that solid 97 damage. Hello. And this, my friends, is the reason why I carried this blade all the way with me. The Drakekeeper sword. Because of situations like this. Where an enemy would have so much freaking magic resistance to the point that I wouldn't be able to do any damage, basically. This is also easier to use than the Moonlight Greatsword because of less stamina usage and faster attacks. Right. You know, since I'm not using my staff, I might as well go and two-hand my weapon. Roll. Ah, that was nice. That he delayed that. Oh boy. Roll and heal. He doesn't regen health, right? I haven't fought this boss like this long in quite some time, actually. He usually dies relatively quickly. Right. Well, maybe he died relatively quickly because I used the weakness of the boss. I was praising like how useful it was to use the weakness of a boss. And I then just proceed to forget about it because I'm using magic. Wow, I stunned him with my sword. Wow. I can't see. His flame sword actually blocked my view. I'm also using a hell of a lot of Estus. And he's not jumping. He might ironically be weak to fire, actually. Also, this is like Ruin Sentinel music. I just noticed. No shockwave? Okay. God damn it. One, and two. And no jump. Which gives me 2 attacks. A grand total of 2 attacks. Shockwave. Ba ba. Bum Oh, no. Not again. Okay, then. I just think it's time to go and heal there. And then switch over to my life gems. So that I don't accidentally use an empty Estus flask. Hello. 1 and 2. And no jump. As he dodged. By jumping. Oh boy. This could be bad. This could be real bad. Oh. Dying right now would be bad. You know what it would be? It would be unfortunate. That's what that is definitely what I would call it. Just straight up unfortunate. Please do the shockwave. Nope. Okay. And roll. Nope, I didn't roll. After all of that. After all of that. That is what I get. I just get killed. Let me go and see what type of damage is weak against. Because I don't remember. Even though I was just looking at it, I don't remember. Alright. Poison, toxic, and fire. Yep, it is very ironic he's weak to fire. Okay then. Let's go and get my charcoal pine resin. And let's go and see if we can make our way through. I'm making my way through this area again. I don't have any buffing spells, so I shouldn't really play around with my spells. Son of a bitch. I hate it when they hit me. Hit me, baby, one more time. Oh, baby, baby. Ba-ba-da-ba-bum-bo-bo. Ra-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. And roll. Okay. Going in. Send me in, coach. Ah yes, are you ready to deal with fire, your ultimate weakness? After I get my souls. You know what my ultimate weakness is? Basically everything. Or just any type of physical damage, really. And roll. And roll again with that tiny amount of stamina I've left. You know what, this battle would have been fine if it wasn't for his buffing at some point. Like, the fire, this one over here, I don't care about him buffing his sword, but this buff over here is very annoying to deal with. Because it just sucks your HP. And using ranged attacks is only good when you're a pyromancer. In this particular battle. And then it's time to buff his sword. Buff your sword. Oh, buff your sword. We're gonna reapply my buff. If we're gonna start buffing, huh? Right. Ow. I continue to forget that I need to roll through that second one. I also need to back off because I might take damage from that fire emitting shit. And die that way because I don't have a lot of health anymore. Right. And shockwave. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Just keep rolling, 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 rolling. I pressed the button, by the way. I just pressed it a freaking split second too late. Alright. Damn you. We're going to heal up again. 1 and a 2. And explosion! I was wondering about that. Once again, for a split second, I was wondering if that was gonna happen, and it happened. I barely survived that. By spamming my Estus. God damn, this freaking asshole. This guy is a literal asshole. His face is an asshole. Alright, maybe I should have kept like better life chips. And roll. Nope. Okay. I was trying to roll through that shockwave, but yeah, he likes to delay that into oblivion, so it's not easy to do that. Can you also stop blocking my camera view with your... Are you kidding me? That is a delay beyond a delay. I'm once again gonna die at the end, right? Okay. Get out of here. Don't you also love suddenly getting like some weird ass pain in your hand, which makes gaming even more difficult? Right. Roll. Delay! My favorite. My favorite extra spice. The delay. Asshole. The thing is, like... Wow, that hit me. Nice. Oh, this is so annoying. You know what, that's all the explaining I need to do. Right there. When I said this is, and then I died and said this is so annoying, yeah. That's it basically. It's just really annoying. It sucks. This is something that they do a lot in this game, I would say. Or just in gaming in general. Instead of thinking up like a cool new boss or whatever, nope. They well, I'm burping, Jesus. They reuse an old boss and make it even more insane than it already was, because a lot of people were already complaining about how difficult a smelter demon already was, and then they just made it even worse. So yeah. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. And they're all casting it. Sometimes you can get lucky where they don't cast it, or where they're not fast enough or something. But you also have some situations where, as you can quite clearly see, there's nothing you can do. Yeah. I was about to say, I need to dodge that attack because... I just hate the fact that my sorceries are useless in this battle. Or just in general in boss battles, my sorceries are so freaking useless. Especially in the DLCs though. There are just way too many situations where... Wow. There's just way too many situations where... Yeah. I don't do any damage with my sorceries. And it's not like I have no intelligence. I have freaking 64 intelligence. That's a lot. That's maybe not as much as you could have, sure, but... It's still quite a lot in my opinion. And also just finding a moment to cast. Once again, it could also have, like, a lot of it probably has to do with the fact that I don't have a lot of attunements, but I do have, like, the clear bluestone ring +2, and even with that, I'm sometimes just unable to cast spells fast enough for some of these bosses. I kind of feel like the DLCs are very much more catered towards people who use physical builds, dexterity and strength. And it kind of ignored... Well, no, they kind of nerfed the magic builds, which I feel is such a stupid thing because the magic builds are always bad. I've never in my life... Well, I guess Dark Souls 3 made me think about sorcery. Like, sorcery is pretty good in Dark Souls 3. I don't know, man. I don't know. I've in any case almost always had issues with doing any type of magic build ever. And with magic I also mean miracles and pyromancies and all jazz, by the way. I've never had an easy time. I feel like doing the magic playthroughs are the most difficult ones. For me personally. When it comes to casual playthroughs, right? Like, not actual challenges, you know? Because sure, you could be like, well, using a ladle only is more difficult. And I'm like, yeah, sure, but that's not a casual playthrough. That is everything but a casual playthrough. I need to heal again. He's gonna do a shockwave, so... Also, my least favorite thing in Dark Souls in general, shockwaves. Especially Dark Souls 1. There's so many shockwave attacks in Dark Souls 1, and they suck. Just all of them suck. They all suck. Alright. Blue flame asshole, goodbye. Jesus. Okay. It took me about the same amount of time as the gang squad. Let's go and switch back to my my cool weapon. Get a Ferris mask, which is freaking useless. And get the fuck back. Because I don't want to be here anymore. After this playthrough, I'm gonna have enough of Dark Souls 2 for some time. Let's go back over to Majida. Well, I say that now, but I'm probably gonna continue as, like... I don't know, I'll see. I'll just have to see. I feel like this one was kind of stretched in a certain way. This particular playthrough, because I was like... I want to do something else for the moment. I didn't want to do a really big playthrough, like... For instance, Octopath Traveler. The thing is, I've just noticed with a lot of my playthroughs lately that I just make way too long Let's Plays. And yeah, it's... I just play big games, man. Dragon Quest 11, Persona 4, Breath of the Wild, 100%. Jesus Christ, that was a big one. Yeah, stuff like that. Those playthroughs are just freaking huge, and I still enjoy them most of the time. Like, I enjoy almost all of them, but it's still like 114 episodes sometimes. That is a lot. Oh well. In the end, I should just remember to just play what I want to play. But it's not always as easy as just like, hey, I want to play this. It's also like, oh wait, I want to play this. How am I going to do this? Because this game is absolutely ginormous. Like the Octopath Traveler, for instance, is a pretty big game. Also, there's a divvy on it. Actually. Perfectly outranged. Once again, this is the thing that... This is the kind of thing that I'm sometimes thinking about. Where I'm like, why am I playing Dark Souls? Why do I even play Dark Souls, really? Because the only thing that Dark Souls does is make you angry and annoyed. So why do you really play it? Can you stop doing that? Fucking die. Like I said earlier. There's so many cool things about the Dark Souls series. And it kind of outweighs the bad, I feel. But a lot of people could, of course, in their full rights, of course. A lot of people could say that this is, like, the worst of all the games. Which I'm beginning to see. No, not really. I feel like the first and the second game have their quirks. In my opinion. They both have their quirks. And I have more fond memories of Dark Souls 2 than Dark Souls 1. But once again, I gotta say I haven't really given Dark Souls 1 a proper chance quite yet. I also don't think I've ever played it on my own. Because we did our blind playthrough, me and Cube together. And then we did the co-op playthrough on our own, like off camera. And that's basically all I did for Dark Souls 1. Just because I didn't like it. And even before that, I'd never played it because I wasn't too big of a fan of it. A lot of it actually has to do with the amount of running around you need to do in that game. Okay, I have another spell slot. What do I want to equip? I haven't even shown off... No, wait, no, so... Yeah, right. Jesus, God save me, my mortal coil. God save me on this mortal coil. Let's say it like that. So, let's see... Soul Flash. Where can I find this thing? It has 2 uses. Nice. Let's see. After the first bonfire of the Iron King DLC, you find a room with a lever and a path blocked by an elevator. Okay, yep, I know which one that is. What do I want to equip over here? I kind of want more soul spears. Can I get more soul spears? Is that a spell that I can buy somewhere? Or I mean, like, is that a spell that you could infinitely buy? That's what I mean. Because I've got the one from Agdane and the one in Huntsman's Copse. Can be farmed via bonfire instead. I get the second bonfire at Huntsman's Copse. Ah, yes. Nope. I ain't doing that. Shouldn't have told you that. Shouldn't have told you that. I guess I can have Soul Bolt. Sure. Whatever. The thing is, it's not like... I'm sorry, but it's not like I... It's not like I use my sorceress that much anymore. But that's why I wanted to get more soul spears, because those are actually viable, I would say. But I don't have any more. I'd have to go into New Game Plus to get more, so... Let's see, how are you resistant to magic? Oh my god, you are. Perfect. Just what I needed in my life. An entire area filled with enemies that are resistant to magic. At least they're not super resistant. They're kind of resistant, but not super resistant. Well, it's gonna make my ranged spells basically useless, so... Joy. Joyous occasions. Let me go and test this out, actually. Oh boy. How much damage does my greatsword do? Let's go and grab this boy, and I want to see what it does against these boys. I also need to grind weapons over here, right? Right, there's actually things to collect in this DLC. Yeah, no, it's not worth it. Wow. That is funny. Okay, yeah. Even if I switch to another, like, even if I switch to a weapon that isn't that isn't like all magic damage, it still isn't gonna change that much. Yeah, no. That is insane and funny. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. That is me. Insane in the brain. Even the dogs are resistant to magic. Fucking pandemonium right here. Can I please attack you? Get the fuck out of here. Okay. This might be the moment where I figure out how much I can run through this DLC. That would be kind of an interesting experiment. If I do say so myself. Hey, buddy. Is that a spear? Is that a... Yeah, it was a spear. I thought it was a rapier for some kind of reason. A really long rapier. Thank you for backstabbing me. Because that's the only way that I can properly fight these enemies. I know it's really funny. Some of them are immune to backstabs. Like that guy over there. Or is it? Yeah, it is that guy. So, yeah. This DLC is gonna be fun. At least I get stunned. That's nice. Except for the one stickers on the back. They don't get stunned. At least not as quickly. Let's try to keep it positive, people. Let us just try to keep it positive. Oh no. I think I'm about to throw my positivity into the garbage. Because not only do we have to deal with... Are you kidding me? Not only do we have to deal with some enemies that I cannot backstab, which means not one shot. You also have to deal with some of them that are, you know, using shields. Son of an ass. Die. That goes double for you, buddy. Goodbye. A magic build. Pure fun. So at the moment I know that I need to go and get I know where I need to get a sorcery. There's one weapon that I can pick up. And then there is nothing else basically. Son of an ass. How? Okay. That was supposed to be backstab, but I guess you decided that it wasn't. I can't go over here, right? Oh no, I can. What's over here? Alright, this goes upwards. This leads me to like a chest with this. Quite surprisingly, the Sorcerer's Twin Blade, which is not that good for a sorcerer. Which is quite interesting. Yeah, 3 of those. Well, at least I can backstab him. Well, I would say that. But I can't even get past their attacks. No. Why? Get the fuck out of my life! How about you eat one of these? At least there's some damage. Fucking shit! And then they back off. Get out of here, you stupid dog. Ah yes, people, the age-old strategy of running back. And making the AI do stupid things. I'm going to just get behind you and stab you in the back. Because it's easy, and it does a lot of damage. Well, at least I would like to say that it's easy, but it's not always easy. And you don't even become invincible in this game when you do it, so... Yay. Ow. I hate these enemies. You know what? This is gonna sound very interesting. This DLC used to be my favorite. But I feel like that opinion is starting to change pretty dang rapidly. I still kind of like it. I like it aesthetically quite a lot. But I'm noticing the cracks in the cracks in this DLC. Where it's pretty dang cool, but having to run through this area twice, and also the enemies are very annoying. However, this enemy is freaking cool. I really like this enemy. This is, in my opinion, a fun enemy, for instance, compared to the dudes with the crystals on their backs, which you cannot backstab. I think that's my one gripe. The fact that you cannot backstab those enemies is really annoying. It's just not enough. Let me go and hit you with... Hit you with a spell, see how much damage I can hit. Nah. It's something! It's not a lot, but it sure as hell is something. I'm gonna hit you with a soul spear. And I get slammed because I deserve it. Excuse me for a moment while I go down here. Would you follow me if you be so kind? There we go. So that we're out of range from your boy back there. Now that I'm thinking about it, there's gonna be another DLC that's gonna be pure hell. In the Pyromancer playthrough. And that is the Iron King DLC. And I think the Hexer build is gonna be just the worst in general. Because I seem to remember seeing a lot of enemies that are resistant to dark. At least in DLCs. And with enemies, I just mean bosses, by the way. Not even talking about the normal enemies, because they also have their own resistances. Wow, you still hit me with that. Cool. Goodbye, buddy. Rampant golems are cool. I like the way they look. Let's open the gates, please. Well, at least I'm going at a decent pace right now. Even though I could die at a moment's notice, but meh. That, my friends, is a side note. Please do not come over here. Thank you. Okay, because I don't have the key over there, so it would be kind of useless for me to go that way. Hey, buddy. I was about to say, I heard more of those sounds and I was really scared that the other dude came for me. Alright. So much stuff to explore in this DLC. So cool. Goodbye. Well, you can only explore it once everything is melted. Hello. Son of a fucking stupid ass. Alright. Okay, sure, whatever. This also works. Now I need to go and pull this lever. And that's gonna unlock another passageway. So that I can obtain my thing. My sorcery. Hello. Son of a bitch. I still really like the Moonlight Greatsword. Whenever I look at this weapon, I'm like, oh yes. There's nothing up there that I need to care about, I think. There's a miracle up there, which is yeah, not useful for me. Shit. Yeah, I deserve that. What in the freaking 360 me? As I sneeze. Bye bye. It's like I'm allergic to this DLC. No. I'm allergic to difficulty, sure. But I'm not allergic to this DLC.
No one must ever find that which is sheltered in the Eleum Loyce.
Eleum Loyce. I always say Eleum Loyce, but it's Eleum Loyce. Meh. Tomato, tomato. So you get the Eye of the Priestess, which allows us to see invisible things. Like those enemies over there. Hey, buddy. Eat my not so amazing magic. At least you're using a cool hammer. Even though it's not that amazing of a weapon, because you'd have to actually hit the enemy with the hammer part, which is quite difficult to do. At least in my humble opinion. Yes. Right. And then we're in the rampart, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Okay. Bonfire it. So, let me go and take a look at something. Because there is the Azel's staff. Treasure from a corpse near the lower garrison, past rampart golems, and across Loyce knights. Okay, yeah, right. I remember where that thing is. Well, I know which direction I have to go. Let's say it like that. You know, it's kind of crazy, people. I want to go and just tell you guys which weapons you need to collect for the, like, at least I collected, or need to collect for the sorcery thing. You have the Retainer Short Sword, which is dropped by the Retainer Rogues, which are the enemies around here. Or like some enemies around here. The mage enemies, basically. Or like the people in their robes. Then I need to go and get, like, then I needed to get the Moonlight Greatsword, which I have. The Watcher's Greatsword, which is I also have, but isn't even anywhere close to as good as the Moonlight Greatsword. And then the Crescent Sickle, which is the No Game Plus item. Or No Game Plus 2 item. You also have the Retainer Staff, which is dropped by these other retainers. And then the Azal Staff, which is the thing I need to go and get. So this staff over here is the one that I need to farm for. Well, at least to try. Maybe I should switch to this thing. There we go. At least this will be easy to farm, because there's one right here. Right. Pull the lever, pull the lever. Alright. And thus we have this room. So, I want to see what happens when I run past this. Because, I hate that room. With every fiber of my being. Holy Night Orime. I have this area over here, which I can just ignore. At the moment, I'll have to deal with it later on. Then we have this dude who very inconspicuously turns into an object. And also follows me right now. Shut your mouth. I'm not gonna go back, bitch. Come on. I also have seen that this enemy has a resistance to magic. But it's only this one though, so it's not any of the other shitty tigers. That's a shockwave, yeah. Right, here comes that one. Yep. I remember how you work. At least, partially. As I had dodged way too early for another attack. Icicles. And grabbing attack. Ow. I'm very surprised that I did not get one-shot by that. Excuse me for a moment while I heal in front of your face. What are you doing? Roll. Another roll. And then I think it's just time for me to use my Moonlight Greatsword. Yeah, I couldn't dodge anymore. I thought that it was gonna do something different. Okay, I'm going to heal up because he's gonna go and do a pounce. Okay. In the meantime, I'm gonna look very confused at my staff. If only the rolling attacks would home in. Nope. I would rather you not. How much damage to do with one of these? 219, not bad. For being for being an enemy with a resistance to magic. I'm gonna run away. Okay. The resistance isn't that big though. Shockwave and roll. Well, that was way too early, but I was out of range. So. Son of a bitch. Let go of me. Ow. Perfect attack. Giving me a chance to heal. Only for then to then only get punched back into my face. Jesus. No, that was actually a punch in my face. Shockwave. Are you kidding me, Ava? Magic! No, I'll just go and kill you, I guess. Okay, I was wondering if those things are actually gonna attack me. And yes. Yes, they were gonna do that. They were gonna do that, and they definitely did that. Alright, now I get to go over to Alsana. And tell her to please get rid of the ice and the blizzard. No, right. So that I may have myself some fun. Cause all I wanna do is have some fun. Do you even have a face up there? Where's the bonfire? I sure wonder where my bonfire is. Alright, it's time to go and level up again. And then we're gonna go and do the rest in the next episode. Or at least another part of it, because Eleum Loyce is a little bit bigger than the other ones. Okay. More attunement? More HP, maybe. Yeah. Being a little bit beefier is always handy. You know, less death. Nice. Alright, my friends, hope you enjoyed this episode of just us playing Dark Souls 2, Scholar the First in Sorcery build. The next episode we're going to go and deal with, well yeah, the rest of, or at least another part of Eleum Loyce. Goodbye.